Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about some of the mistakes that people make while playing this game or when they first started playing this game. In my opinion, it's not just the beginners who makes those mistakes. Some people over 20,000 trophies still make these mistakes, and I'm tired of seeing in the games. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, my name is Kevin. I upload Brawl Stars videos almost every day, and I'm happy to share my tips with you all. Therefore, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more so you won't miss out future videos. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm tired of seeing so many people make these mistakes. Okay, the first mistake that most players make when they first started play this game is that they play too aggressive without logic. What do I mean? It means like you don't even consider the consequences. All you do is just keep walking straight up to the enemy and then try to do damage face to face. That's a really dumb idea because you gotta consider what kind of brawler you're playing with. If you're a shooter, you never want to just go up to an enemy because oftentimes shooters have low health. We all know that. Another example, if you're playing short range brawler such as a Primo, you still don't want to just go up to the enemy because you will just receive all the damages from them and probably get killed for chasing at them. So guys, please put it in mind. I don't care if you're a beginner or you have played this game for a while. If you want to play aggressive, that's fine, but you gotta play with logic. You gotta be wise. You have to have a plan and reason why you're going to do that. Otherwise, if it doesn't make sense, then don't do it. I know I'm being too serious here, it's just a game, but I want to be a better player. That's why I'm here to help you all with my own experience. The second thing that I want to talk about is if you're the gym carrier of the team, make sure you play safe, alright? Make sure you fall back a little bit. Do not go past the midline carrying all the gems, because 80% of the time you will get killed and then lost all your gems. Then your teammates are going to blame at you if your teammates are immature. You don't want that to happen. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should just AFK or just hide in a bush doing nothing. You still gotta contribute to the team, right? Because if you don't give pressure to the enemy team, they'll just come to the middle and get the gems. They don't care what you're doing. Therefore, you should do as much damage as possible. This way you don't pull your team back. The next mistake is that most people don't understand, or for beginners, they don't understand what they're playing with. Alright, let's say if you're playing Boo, right? In this case, BO. You can understand everything, including the use of his gadget, his star power, and his attack, range, everything, right? You saw that this Boo, he put the gadget on our base, which in my opinion is useless, because how do you win the game if everyone in your team just stay at the base trying to get the super by using Boo's gadget? It's such a dumb idea because the enemies don't even need to care about you, and you're giving them the chance to come to the middle and get the gems. Plus, it takes quite a while to get the super using Boo's gadget. So it's not worth the time, guys. If you play Boo, you gotta find out a better location to put your gadget. This way your team is able to get their super and deal damage at the same time. You gotta pick a location that is secure, that is usually behind the walls or barriers. This way the enemies cannot destroy it. And that's what I mean by understanding the brawler that you're playing with. The next mistake is very crucial. I also made this mistake when I started playing this game. I would say this was the only mistake that I made because I was pretty good with this game. I was playing with logic. So this mistake is that most players, they don't aim, okay? All they do is auto aim. They're just hitting the button without aiming it. And that's terrible because most of the time you cannot hit the enemy. However, I would say it might work when you like in the lower level rank, but as you get better and playing with people with more trophies, you're gonna have a trouble hitting the enemy. Therefore, you're gonna stop that habit. Stop trying to hit the enemy auto aiming. It's not gonna work. The only time it's gonna work is when you play a short range brawler and you're already close in the range with the enemy. If you play shooters or a thrower, you'll never hit the enemy, trust me. And if you don't practice aiming, you're never gonna get better. Eventually, you will stuck at one point of the game where you lose more than you win. If you learned something so far and find my video entertaining, please give me a like because these videos are very hard to make and they take me a long time. This is a small tip, but I think there are still people who doesn't know this, and especially for beginners. The enemies can still see you if you attack in the bush. Alright? If you don't do anything in the bush, they cannot see you, but if you attack in the bush, they're able to tell your location and which direction you're going at. That's why sometimes you might be wondering why you still get killed by a dynamite even though you're in the bush. Because he predicted your movement and threw his attack. And lastly, I want to touch on the most important parts of the game. That is the importance of teamwork. That's very essential. It's going to determine whether you're going to win the game or you lose the game. Most players, they don't care about that. They might be thinking, well, they can carry the game 1 versus 3. But oftentimes, they're not those type of players. Even I cannot carry the game every single time, you know. So you gotta work together. What do I mean by working together? I mean, you gotta utilize your brawler's benefit to the best possible. For example, if I'm playing Baron in the game, my job is to support my teammate when they are on the edge of dying, and also deal as much damage as possible using my super and my regular attacks. In addition, I know that I have the advantage of my long range, so I'm able to keep the short enemies back, like a Primo or Rosa. Another example, do you see the Edgar in my team? I wouldn't say that he's playing very good, but he's definitely not as bad. Because he's at least contributing damage to the enemy team, unlike the other Edgar that I saw the other day. All he did was AFK in the bush, waiting for his super, and then try to find the best chance to jump on the enemy using his super. The result was that he failed because he jumped in when the enemies were together. That's just dumb. When the enemies are together, you basically have zero chance of winning. Even if you do kill someone, you are unlikely to come back alive. If I did not heal this Edgar, he would have been killed by that Baron. And that's everything for my video. I hope you all learned something from it. I'll see you guys next time.